Oh, you can't hear? Hello, hello, hello. You should hear it. My audio's working. Let's see. We got this. Oops. Right on. Yeah, that happens to me a lot with YouTube. I'll be watching something and like I'll be like, is my computer broken? What's going on? YouTube is a tricky beast. It really is. All right. I don't see. I take it back. I do see Miss Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing? I know, and I said good evening. Hello, 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 love. How are you doing, Deb? How are things today? I'm gonna light some. These incense smell so good. You just want to energy, folks, Holy Spirit. Let's go. Awesome, wonderful, awesome, Deb. And I was gonna say, I'm hoping there's an update to yesterday's situation. Um, all right, Miss Virgo. Did you want a 10 card reading? Oh, you wanted two questions. Yes, please post them because it's your turn. If your phone dies and I'm in the middle of reading, that'll suck. But I'll timestamp it so you can rewind and watch it. And if you have any questions, obviously when your phone is back up to speed, just come back to me. I'm gonna be honest, Deb. I don't remember. I know you had situations, and I knew there were updates on them. I my memory is really really sharp, but when it comes to like I don't even remember what I wore yesterday, but I can remember things that I said when I was 7 years old. Like it's by very weird, sharp, but I guess well, you know what they say about cannabis, short-term memory. Certainly doesn't affect long term. All right, Miss Sarah, what are C's Canton's true feelings for you, and how will he treat you in this connection? So I'm getting to know. Yeah, we've talked about Canton before. I remember that, Sarah. And that's another thing, Deb. Is sometimes I just need my memory. In fact, when you do jog my memory, 99% chance I'll absolutely remember your situation. Very rarely, unless it's been like a really long time with someone, I'll never lie either. I'll be like, I'm sorry, I don't remember, but I'm sure I'll be up to speed. It's been a long couple of days. I'll put it that way. Anyway, right? The new guy confirmed that he just got out of a situation recently, like we said. I remember now. I had thought that he had just gotten out of something. Okay, okay, all right, okay. We're gonna get to that for sure. Okay, now I remember. Now I remember. Okay, angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Oh, I hope Sarah's here. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Canton's true feelings for Sarah? And today we are using. I'm not sure what this deck is called. It was a gift. It was a gift to me from my friend Steven. It's like Slavic. I don't know if it's Russian or what, um, or like Ukrainian or something. But it's cool. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Canton's true feelings towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Canton's true feelings towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Canton's true feelings towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Canton's true feelings towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Canton's true feelings towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Canton's true feelings towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Canton's true feelings towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Canton's true feelings towards Sarah? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Canton's true feelings towards Sarah? I hope Sarah, I hope you're there, Sarah, to hear this. We have 7 of Swords reversed, the Hanged Man reversed, 6 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Lovers. His true feelings for you are strong and are legitimate. He does have true affection for you, and it's not just, it's true love, it's true affection, it's true value. This Ace of Cups certainly doesn't lie. Yeah, right, Deb? Yeah, no, Sarah, this is good. This is good. 6 of Wands also speaks to the more physical aspect of your connection. That is absolutely there as well. The Lovers, I don't think I have to speak much more about that. But this looks very good. Like I said, I normally go the other way around and save the best for last, but I am going to hit on what does concern me. These 2 cards here, this Hangman reversed and the 7 of Swords reversed. 7 of Swords is my least favorite card in the deck. Granted, when I see it in its reversal, I prefer to see that. It definitely, its definition is definitely, and its meaning is definitely improved, I feel, when it's in its reversal. The Hangman I don't like seeing reverse. The Hangman reverse means, and this is a guy from your, is this a guy from your, he's not a guy from your past. He's someone you're getting to know and you really like. Okay, so if he's not someone from your past, this means that there is something that's preventing him from moving forward as swiftly as he would like to, as quickly as he would like to, as efficiently as he would like to. It's like there's something, as it's like, if he was a metaphorical wheel, he's not turning. Or he's turning very slowly, slower than he would like. And he is what's his sign again? I know you've told me, but I don't know if you're I'm hoping you're still in the chat. I don't see anyone in the chat, so I might just be talking to no one right now. Which I hope is not the case. But what I want to do for this 7 of Swords reverse is I do want to check out, I want to go a little deeper here. Yeah, 7 of Swords reverse is very good. It means that if there were any kind of pretensions, or I don't want to say lies, but just like, how things are when we start to date someone. We want to, everybody, I think, tries to present the very best of themselves to the point where they probably conceal parts of themselves that they're, their shadow selves. I feel like he's going to be very transparent with you about any of his demons that he hasn't revealed to you with this 7 of Swords reverse. That's really dropping any kind of BS. And I'm not saying that the beginning of romance is BS, because it's not. He's just, but I do feel like that he's going to be very forthright about the things that, I guess, his demons. We all have them. And I don't think it's going to affect you or the connection moving forward. I think there's a lot of strength, a lot of affection, warm, sweet, loving affection, desire, and a genuine desire to want to be with the other person. Hey, Christy. Hey, sweet grandpa's gonna get cute boys for food and pays for a combo and just a video picture and talking about kiddos and just giving the baby his last name. Christy, you need to stop looking at her social medias. It's really hurting. It's not, it's up and down, and I have half a mind to think that they're just trying to mess with your head because they're mean people, and I think you just need to turn up, to not look at it, turn the other cheek. I don't know if he's going to give that child his last name. And if he does, I feel sorry for that kid. I feel sorry for everyone involved in that situation. You're dodging a bullet, Chrissy. There's nothing here to feel like you've missed out on. Trust me. Trust me. You are not the one for this. He's so crusty. I don't know any other word for him. Like, just his behavior, just no, not cool. Miss Deb, sorry, not Deb. Deb, you are next. But Sarah, Miss Virgo, does have one question left. So, Sarah, please go ahead and post your second. Oh, I think she already posted her second question. How will he treat me in this connection? I want her to pay for what she did. She keeps getting the spell redone. I think she's going to, I know she's going to pay for whatever she did, whatever she's reaped here. This is not going to be easy for her. It's not going to be happy. It's already up and down. The baby hasn't even been born yet, Christy. Do you not see that? Sometimes I feel exasperated talking about this. Like, literally, my chest is starting to hurt a little bit talking about this. Like, it's so abundantly clear to me because I don't have feelings attached to it. But this guy's menace, and she's not winning here in any way. He's a loser, and I don't believe in anything that he says or that she says. How is Canton going to treat Sarah in this connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will Canton treat Sarah in this connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Canton going to treat Sarah in this connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Canton going to treat Sarah in this connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Canton going to treat Sarah in this connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Canton going to treat Sarah in this connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Canton going to treat Sarah in this connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Canton going to treat Sarah in this connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Canton going to treat Sarah in this connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how is Canton going to treat Sarah in this connection? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how will Canton treat Sarah in this connection? She's crazy. She's beyond narcissistic, Deb. She is crazy. She's a crazy, crazy, crazy lady. And mean. Mean. All right. I don't know if Miss Sarah is there. If she's not, we're going to have to keep track of when we started. I think I started this around, I want to say 15. I want to say 15 minutes in here. Yeah, there's a narcissism epidemic in this world. People not. Okay, we got 8 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles reversed, again with the Lovers, the Star reversed, and Knight of Swords. We asked how he is going to treat you in this connection, Sarah. And I don't believe you gave me his sign, so I'm a little in the dark when it comes to that. Things do look a little hectic here. I don't know. I know this is a new connection. That you're just someone that you're just starting to get to know. So there's a lot that can be predicted. I feel like there's going to be a lot of passion. But the Lovers, if I'm not mistaken, can often be a short-lived romance. And that's what concerns me here. Because this has shown up twice now. I'm going to just do some double checking here. No, it's not about... No, that was a different... Sorry, I was thinking about a different part. I don't know why I thought it was a short-term romance. The Lovers is very strong. You've got to be true to yourself if you want him to be true to you. And he definitely does have some skeletons in his closet, as I was mentioning earlier. I see that with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. It's like he has a lot of love and a lot that he wants to give. But at the end of the day, it's also very difficult. See this time and time again. It's like, well, do better if you really, want to be that good person, that good partner to someone. There's someone who he's going to have to fully walk away from if he's going to want to be in a connection with you, with the Eight of Cups. I don't think he's in a relationship right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's still emotionally attached to somebody right now at this time, and who he has not fully cut the cord with emotionally. So that's going to have to be a precursor to things improving, or to things going swimmingly in this connection, because he's got a lot on his mind, a lot on his plate, and a lot on his mind with the Knight of Swords. And we just received a donation from Deb. Thank you so much, Deb, for your donation. I appreciate you. Let me add you to the list. So we are still on Virgo. We're just finishing Virgo up, and then Deb will be next. I want to get some clarity on, I want to plug in my phone, the star reversed here when it comes to love. Usually it means, and it's feeling contradictory to what I feel. I feel like he is going to reveal a lot about himself to you as you guys get to know one another and share a love with one another. He's got a lot of demons. Yeah. He's got some deep despondency, insecurities, that really do plague him in a lot of ways. But I think he's going to come like totally clean about them to you. Much sooner than I feel most people in a relationship would do. But he does need to cut a cord with someone. That's going to be vital to things, having this lovely lovers results here between the two of you. Okay, so that is what I see for you, Miss Sarah. I think your phone died because I haven't heard from you the whole time I've been reading. So what I'm going to do is this. Believe I started reading for you, I want to say at around the 15-minute mark. I think it might have been even earlier than that, though. That is what I had for you, my dear Fran. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope things go well with you. And like I said, come back when your phone gets better. Hopefully that's why I haven't heard from you. We can chat about things. Deb, thank you for being here. Thank you for your donation. You had 2 questions as well, right, love? Yes, you do. Why did this recruiter actually waste my time asking for my availability for this interview if the position wasn't available? I have experience. I don't see what's the problem. Recruiters. I was talking about recruiters and recruiter jobs with my friend yesterday, and you got to be really careful with some of them. Some of them are really like, I don't know if they're scams or what their deal is, but some of them just like feel fishy to me, and I hope this was one of those situations. All right, 1 second. Yeah, they really do. I don't know how much I trust them, you know. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. I thought 1111 was also a mini too. It's two minis. 1111 is either two mini readings or a full reading. You actually connected to the company I applied to. Oh, okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley do an interview with Deb if the position wasn't available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley interview Deb if the position wasn't actually available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley interview Deb if the position wasn't actually available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley interview Deb if the position wasn't actually available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley interview Deb if the position wasn't actually available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley interview Deb if the job wasn't actually available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley interview Deb if the job wasn't actually available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley interview Deb if the job wasn't available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley interview Deb if the job wasn't available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley interview Deb if the job wasn't available? Oh, she never interviewed you. Okay, sorry. I fact checked and called a different recruiter to follow up when she didn't schedule my interview. So, okay, so she wasted your time asking for your availability for this interview. Oh, but the position wasn't available. Okay, gotcha. I'll redo it. One sec. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley ask for Deb's availability if the job wasn't even available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley ask for Deb's availability if the job wasn't even available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley ask for Deb's availability if the job wasn't even available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley ask for Deb's availability if the job wasn't even available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley ask for Deb's availability if the job isn't even available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley ask for Deb's availability if the job isn't even available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley ask for Deb's availability if the job isn't even available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley ask for Deb's availability if the job isn't even available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley ask Deb for her availability if the job isn't even available? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why did Ashley ask Deb for her availability if the job isn't even available? You're here! She was supposed to, she sent on the invitation to interview twice, and then today I got an email saying they were moving on to other candidates. Yeah, please rewind. Be kind and rewind, Miss Sarah. I'm sorry about that. But come back if you have any questions about anything, okay? Because I like y'all to be there, but I didn't know if you were there, so yeah, stick around if you have any questions. We have the Knight of Swords reversed, the Ten of Cups reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Emperor reversed, and Seven of Cups. Interesting. Now, we do have to bear in mind that she is a recruiter. It is very unprofessional. Yes. And I feel like I don't know if she's younger or she doesn't have to be younger or just new to the profession, but she's not, that is extremely unprofessional. She did waste your time. Was it intentional? No. No, she was not intentionally trying to screw you over or waste your time in any way. She's more lost in her own, in what she's doing. Which was also a problem that I encountered personally when dealing with recruiters. And all of this to me is saying, yes, there was no job. I think there was a job, but I don't know if they wanted you for this specific position. If it was a recruiter, I would at least make the time to do it to candidates that gave me their availability. Yes, she's very lost. She's very lost to what she's doing. And she's getting a lot of crap from like her bosses and superiors for she's overworked and doesn't quite know what she's doing, and she made a mistake, and unfortunately you had to suffer for it. However, there is a little bit more to this. Um, I really like this Seven of Cups, and this was something I was kind of picking up from the ether. Why did she invite me for it if they didn't want me? That's what I'm getting at here, is there is something here. She sees potential in you with this Seven of Cups. I think this specific position may not have been the one. This Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Cups reversed, Knight of Swords reversed is her. That's totally her. Knight of Swords reversed is like overthinking everything and in the wrong way. They're not even like, she's really in over her head. I'm not giving her excuses or anything, but she's dealing with a lot of crap in her job, which is a lot. Like I said, I saw that happen so many times when I was in the recruiters. Just like, oh man. Anyway, this Emperor reverse, Ace of Pentacles reverse, Ten of Cups reverse tells me that this particular job wasn't in the cards, but this Seven of Cups tells me that she sees potential in you. And she's definitely, I gave a reading for a friend of mine. She's a client, right? She's been starry-eyed tarot starling for a very long time, but I do consider her a friend on a personal level. And she had something coming up for work. And I told her, I was like, I don't think you're going to actually get this position at all. But I can almost promise you that they will be keeping your number. And it was this Seven of Cups card. And ironically, the deck that I was using had someone's phone number on it. It's like, you are definitely, it's like that doesn't represent the other. What do you mean that doesn't represent the other? What doesn't represent the other candidates? Oh, these cards don't. The Seven of Cups? No, I don't think so. It could. I mean, it's definitely options. She sees you as a candidate. She definitely sees you as a candidate. Um, and given this, I think you're right there. She does absolutely. The Seven of Cups is absolutely seeing someone as an option, but it can be more than just one person, right? Um, the fact that she seems to be so inept with her job, I hope she's good at keeping phone numbers. It wasn't it was a 555, like a fake phone number, but it was kind of like the art was someone's, like, took someone's number down on a piece of paper. Back like how we did in the old days before cell phones, like you just take like, oh, I got someone's number. It was like that, like taking someone's number down, remembering them, and like, okay, well, I'm definitely going to keep them in my um, consideration. I would blame this really on her ineptitude at her job. Um, it's nothing you did at all, clearly. Um, and I think you know that. This is really her failings here. But I'm also, I do want to say that I think that she if she can stay remotely on top of things, I think that she absolutely does see potential in you. For clairvoyance, I actually went to school for. Yeah, so you're perfect for it. You're perfect for that. Yeah, and I'm sure that's that it doesn't take years and years of being a recruiter to see and to know that. And you've heard of little people with little experience getting that position. You got to just keep on trying. You got to just keep on trying, because that it can happen that way, but there will be a day where, and there is going to come a time where they'll see that and be like, oh great, she's perfectly qualified. You're not overqualified. It's not like you're overqualified for the position in any way. Um, excuse me, you're perfectly qualified. And just because other people have gotten that position with little experience don't let that speak for your truth. I was giving my friend a pep talk about this last night, because he's having issues finding a job right now, blah 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 blah, and I spent years having difficulty finding work because I graduated in 2008, and I was stuck in this shitty mindset that nobody ever hired. I was stuck in this mindset for like 15 years, way past the recession was okay, like, and people were getting hired. But I was just stuck in this crappy mindset because it was more comfortable for me to feel like, oh, well, there's a pattern here. It's unfair. But really the truth is people's lives are very complicated, and everyone's situation is very complicated. And what I think the issue is really here is ineptitude with her. Of course, not with you. And she, like I said, she wasn't trying to waste your time. That wasn't her intention, but she ended up doing it. What field does he work in? He might be watching this right now. I hope you're watching. We were supposed to hang out tonight. He is a copywriter, but he's open to switching fields, working in different fields, to not, completely. And I used to be a copywriter too. I used to work in copywriting, and then there were. Yeah, I think so. I'm scared to get back into it because I took a break for so long, and I'm convinced I won't be able to break back into it, even though I have an English degree from a really good school, and like I don't have any of my old copies, so I don't know. I'm sure it is a good field, and I keep on telling him it is, and he will find something. He just has to keep on trying, and that's the really tough part. Is not getting stuck in any kind of mindset that's going to hold you back, and to even like with my channel, like I definitely see days where it's a lot slower, weeks even where it's a lot slower than others, yet I still persist because I know how things just ebb and flow constantly. Just like the tide. I was even recently interviewed for a patient access job, and they were telling me I had too much experience for an entry level position. That's just one place. And that's really a bummer, and I hate the whole overqualification thing. It's really it's just as limiting as underqualified people. It's not fair, and it's people just need to be given more of a chance, I feel. But that's where you have to just look at that as a one, that happened one time. Don't anticipate it happening again, because that can. I also truly believe in the power of visualization and manifestation. I think if we adopt certain mindsets, then we get stuck in them, and those can be really negative and very counterintuitive to the end goal. Because stress makes the job hunt, the search even harder. I hear you. I hear you. I have a few clients who work in health admin. There are a couple of them. I have not talked to them in a little while, but I don't know where they're at. But I know for one of them, it took her actually a little while to finally find a position and she had all the training. It was exactly what she did. She was trained to be medical admin, and she couldn't find the work. It was taking forever, so she was working in different areas, different jobs, that weren't related to that weren't commensurate with her degree. But she eventually did find it. and it pays great. However, she's not thrilled with the people she works with. So it's never perfect, right? But it will come through for you. It will. Just got to keep on trying. That's where I was not good. I gave up, and when you give up, I know you won't give up, but I think the best advice is having good, knowing that you're not the type to give up, and you won't. Just to maintain a really, as hard as you can muster, a very positive attitude, optimistic attitude. You're very welcome, Sarah. You are very welcome. Any questions? Are you good? Yeah, you're very resilient and determined, Deb. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm blanking on your sign again. What's your sign again? You fire sign or earth? Watch your water there. I got told them. All right. Oh, you're Virgo too. Virgo's in the house. Yep, hardworking. Earth sign. Hardworking earth sign. Y'all don't give up. And you guys are good with money and good with career choices. I've never seen a Virgo fail. I have never seen a Virgo fail. And I remember, yeah, you and SJ are both September Virgos. Yeah, I remember that last night. Totally. Yeah. That's so great. That was so cool that SJ popped on. I hadn't seen her. I hadn't talked to her in like 3 years. It's so cool. It was a little reminder I needed that is like, okay, I've had this channel for a very long time. Like, have faith. So you're okay, and you're typing your second question. You got it. You got it. Yes, yes, she has great energy. She's lovely. She's really great. Very together, very solid, very Virgo-esque, Virgo lady energy. How is the Libra Ari feeling after our deep conversation earlier? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Ari feeling about Devin? It's a guy, right? Devin has a conversation. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Ari feeling about him and Dev's conversation? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Ari feeling about him and Dev's conversation earlier? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Ari feeling about him and Dev's conversation earlier? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Ari feeling about him and Dev's conversation earlier? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Ari feeling about him and Dev's conversation earlier? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Ari feeling about him and Dev's conversation earlier? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Ari feeling about him and Dev's conversation earlier? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Ari feeling about him and Dev's conversation earlier? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How is Ari feeling about him and Deb's conversation earlier. Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Hanged Man, and King of Cups reversed. Wow. Okay, this is good. This is really, I mean, I'm sure you can see it. Yeah, he was very, very direct and very transparent. Holy moly guacamole. Yeah, okay, we got a few things here we got to unpack. This was very successful. Ace of Wands. This has almost like turned a new leaf. Oh, and it's not even about the reversals either. Like, it's like, even like, okay, the reversal I'm not crazy about, but it's I mean, there's a lot of crappy upright cards, you know, and all these upright cards are speaking to me in a really specific sense. It's not just like, it's like, this Four of Swords, he expressed himself, he spoke his voice, his sword, and he's thinking, I can almost promise you that at this time, like live right now, at this moment, you're on his mind. This conversation is on his mind. And he was really pleased with the reciprocity of the conversation. It wasn't all one way. It wasn't all, you know, you expressing yourself and him just being like, yep. It was very much like you listening to him, you sharing your opinion or your soul, him vice versa. It was very, very equal balance of give and take. I love seeing the Six of Pentacles when it comes to romance. When it comes to anything, it's a great card. It's an equal balance of give and take. And I love that I love that it has changed his perspective on something in a major way when it comes to you and him. That conversation really at least helped him see things, or see you, or see you guys' situation from an entirely different perspective. One that he did not have before. I know I usually do this reverse, but the only card I'm like not crazy about here is this King of Cups reversed. But it also doesn't surprise me because he's new and he's a Scorpio, isn't he? Is he not? Isn't he a Scorpio? Because if he's a Scorpio, this is the Scorpio card, and I wouldn't be surprised if a conversation that was that deep and he's a Libra. I'm sorry, never mind. Regardless of whether he has got Scorpio on his chart or not, King of Cups reversed is about, I don't want to say an emotional upheaval, but emotional imbalance. He's definitely feeling some type of way. He's definitely feeling some type of way now that he has had this conversation. I don't know if did you guys talk about your ex? If you guys talked about your ex, it might be some of that energy, but I'm really feeling it's more energy of feeling emotionally rocked in a way. A lot was discussed, and it was a lot that needed to have been discussed. Like you mentioned, you did discuss your ex. But I feel like even though this is new, the energy feels really good. The energy looks good. The energy feels good. It sounds good. Sounds promising. But I always, as I always advise people with new people, yes. It's not that he's not a transparent, because he is he's a pretty transparent person. Not all the time, but especially as he's gotten older, he's become more and more transparent with his feelings. But it's still not something he's entirely used to. It may have to do with masculinity or maybe the way he was raised. A lot of boys were raised not to share their feelings. So when they do, as women, we share our feelings and talk about our feelings all the time and share everything with each other as women, and it helps us process things. Whereas with dudes, it's very much the opposite. Um, that's why a lot of dudes avoid therapy, and talking about emotions, because when they do, oftentimes it can be a little just overwhelming, which makes sense. It means he's got feelings. He's got feelings for you, his head's in the right place, his heart's in the right place. I'd be a little more concerned if this didn't make him feel, if he was feeling just totally a-okay about everything, because then I'd be like, well, how deeply does he like you? Because there's got to be some concern there. Like, I've just revealed a lot to Miss Deb, and I've got feelings for her. Now she's going to take that. I feel like she took it very well, but what if she didn't? You know? You wouldn't say feelings yet. You don't think he has feelings for you? I think he's definitely... When I say feelings, I don't mean like he's deeply in love with you, because he's just getting to know you. I do believe in... I think love at first sight is really just very, very strong infatuation. Oftentimes with a possible soulmate. We don't know if he's a soulmate of yours, you know? And I feel like we have many soulmates on this planet. He might be one that he's encountered, or he feels like he's encountered at least a soulmate with you. And if this is brand new and it's happened so quickly, I can only imagine that being a little almost infatuated. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if he's going to take the time to reveal that much of himself to somebody and feel not hesitant, but feel like kind of questioning about it, that to me says something else. That to me says, like, if he felt totally cool, like, whatever about it, I'd be like, well, maybe he's a little too casual here. Maybe he doesn't. It's like when you have to interview someone for a job, or when you get interviewed for a job, you don't want to act too casual, because you want to seem a little bit nervous, at least because you want the job. That's his nervousness coming through. If he didn't feel nervous or questioning anything, then I'd be like, that's a little too cool for school, a little too nonchalant for me. But it's a lot of energy. It's a lot to be super forthright and transparent with someone, especially so early on. And if he wasn't being real, I would definitely feel and see it. Those cards were very, very forthright, So I think it looks pretty good, Deb. But as I always tell everyone, he asked me what my intentions were, and I told him I'm interested in getting to know them. Perfect answer. As I'm sure I've told you, slow and steady. Because I feel like he's getting very infatuated with you. No, I don't think he's into flings. I don't think he's into flings at all. I think he's got a very deep level of emotional maturity, which I don't see very common in guys. But I feel like very deep level of emotional maturity with him. And I think that might also be what's kind of freaking him out, as he feels himself falling very quickly. And we all know the danger in that, especially as we get older. I feel like that's where we really, pump the brakes. Yes, yeah, very, very emotionally mature. That was shocking. I didn't believe it. Yeah, well, it says a lot, I think, about his intentions, and just, like, clearing the air. But I think, you definitely answered very wisely. It's like, how can you really know your true intentions until you really, truly know that person, and where you want to go with them. But, so it looks promising. I like it. I do like what I see. So that is what I see for you, Miss Deb. Thank you very, very much. I guess I shouldn't have asked yesterday. Why don't you think you... Wait, why do you think you shouldn't have asked yesterday? I don't see no harm. I don't see any harm. You're so welcome, Deb. Thank you. You feel like you were overanalyzing? That's okay. It's always okay, I think, to overanalyze. Analyzing gets us to the bottom of things. That's key. That is important. I'm definitely. I try not to be a worrywart. Like, I used to really worry a lot more. I used to like think of every possible negative outcome and scenario, and I do my best not to do that. As I said, that'll just drive you bonkers. Overanalyzations are. Oh, I hope you do too, Deb. I feel good about this one. You know me. You know me. I'm not here to soothsay. I'm here to tell the truth, and that's really what I felt was you don't have anything. You have everything to look forward to and nothing to worry about. I know that totally gets harder as we get older and we're dating, but I really believe that for this situation. There are definitely certain situations where it's like, ooh, stay away, but this I don't feel that way at all about this. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I try. I try my hardest. I was watching Mediumship reading from last year. Oh, really? Interesting. Who did we contact? I love it. I love it when people record their and it means a lot to me when people record their mediumships. Like, and it makes sense too. I mean, I would. In fact, I keep all even when I get tarot readings online. I usually record them. Absolutely, it's special. It was about a friend that passed. I'm glad I was able to get into contact with them. I really am. Because yeah, that's one of the strange things about when I do mediumships is I can't seem to. I don't know how it works. I'm sure if I looked back at my memory, it'd be totally jogged. Um, but I'm always sad when I can't get in touch with certain people. It seems like it was just yesterday. Probably does feel that way. Yeah. No, time goes by really, really fast. Um, and I know recently I wanted to give a mediumship for a client of mine. We couldn't get through to the person, and that's really, really frustrating. But I'm still really grateful for the gift that I do have. Yeah, I started offering them, um, not at the beginning of my channel. I'd probably say about 2.5 years into my channel. I think you might have been one of my first that I had done, professionally. Um, or maybe not. If it was like last year, then no, it wouldn't have been. Yeah. Ah, lost. Can't feel my foot about my circulation. It really is a blessing, and not everybody has it, in the same way. Like, I know some people who really can't, like, turn it off sometimes. Like, they can't even, their spirits are very, very respectful with me. Um, I feel like my grandpa is like my emotional bouncer, keeps all the, keeps me protected. In our last reading, did it show when Kishan will get his karma for just mistreating me? No, you didn't ask when. You asked what his karma would be for mistreating you. You didn't ask the when. Did you want to find out? We can always ask. If you want. Okay, thank you, Christy. Yeah, we can definitely look into that. Thank you so much, Christy, for your donation, sweetheart. So, if you're asking about the timeline in which he's going to get his karmic retribution, you've got to give me a time frame. Like, is it going to be within a year? Is it going to be within a month? Is it going to be in the next 5 years? Because from what I have found is often the harshest punishments, karmic punishments, sometimes take a longer time because you have more to lose as time goes on. He's trying to get Harris is trying to get him to give me a public apology. Within 5 years, I think that's a good question too. I think that's a good time frame as well. 5 years. 5 years. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will he receive his karma within the next 5 years? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will he receive his karma within the next 5 years? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will he receive his karma within the next 5 years? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will he receive his karma within the next 5 years? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will he receive his karma within the next 5 years? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will he receive his karma within the next 5 years? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will he receive his karma within the next 5 years? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will he receive his karma within the next 5 years? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will he receive his karma within the next 5 years? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will he receive his karma in the next 5 years? One card for each year. He should hopefully realize he made a big mistake by then. I don't really know if it's going to work like that, Christy, like one card for each year. What I'm saying is he may not feel his karma within a year. Hopefully it'll be within the next 5 years, but I can't see if a bad thing's going to happen for each year. Karma works in very mysterious ways, but it works. Doesn't really work on our timeline, always. I will say that. We have the Three of Cups reversed, the Five of Cups, the Tower reversed, the Nine of Swords reversed, and the Seven of Wands. So here we go again with this Five of Cups. Hey, Shannon, how are you doing, love? Hope you're doing well. Here we are again with this Five of Cups. This feeling of guilt. He does have a feeling of guilt. Do I think that that's going to push him to give you the apology that you deserve? And you deserve more than an apology. You deserve the money. You deserve everything. I don't know. But I do see hell falling upon him over the next 5 years. The Tower reversed. The Three of Cups reversed. I don't think he wants to sustain any of the romantic connections in his life, because I don't even know if he's just with Ariel. I wouldn't be surprised if he was fooling around on her. I don't trust this guy at all. Oh. Kay says hi. Hello, Kay. Hi. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. He is going to, this isn't anything, he's not going to die. It's nothing that I see affecting his physical health. It's more befalling his general life, his life in general. He's going to have a lot more worries than he had in the past, a lot more issues than he had in the past. And he may very well apologize to you within this period, thinking that he may absolve some of the karma through apologizing to you. But she took him back today and posted that he all of a sudden wants more babies with her. Yeah, but Chrissy, do you not see the pattern? Like almost every other day, he's with her, he's not. 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 Like, hello, it's going to happen again. He's going to pull this crap on her again. Yeah, I understand that. You told me already, Chrissy. I understand. But you do realize that he's full of shit. This man is full of shit. He's not, and even if he does do that for her for some amount of time, it ain't gonna last. If they haven't even had the kid yet and they're already posting all this drama. Christy is a Cancer. Christy is a very sensitive Cancer. And he is a very nasty Cancer. This guy is a monster. He really is, and you dodged a bullet. There's nothing to be missed here with this man. He is a menace. And he will continue doing this to women. He will continue doing it to Ariel, and when he's done with Ariel, he'll continue doing it to other women. He has no, like I said, he has no intentions of I don't think I've ever seen any like family cards with him. I think he, in the back of his mind, he knows that's what he should want, but he can't do it. Cancer, I don't know if y'all can do it under Cancer. I kind of always felt that way too. I don't know. I don't even know if it's Cancer and Cancer. I would argue that people who have the same sign in general, like I'm an Aquarius, I've had difficulty dating Aquariuses. They've been the most very difficult ones. I think it can be very difficult dating the same sign. Yeah, he doesn't have a job or anything, and you're the one in control of his influx of income right now. because of the clearinghouse. So, I mean, this is all just going to crumble. I mean, of course he doesn't want to pay child support. He has child support already that he has to pay for his first child, whose baby mama won't even let him see the child. If that's not the biggest red flag I've ever seen, I don't know what is. I don't even know if he wishes he could get a queen, because the mama's first child was a Cancer. I don't even think he's looking for a queen. I think he's looking to sow his wild oats. I think he's sowing his wild oats, and I think he takes advantage of women like Christy who are queens. He sees someone sensitive, someone kind, someone generous, someone good, someone unlike him. Christy is a Cancer. Yeah, he's addicted to sex. So how can he ever be committed to somebody? He can't envision that. Oh no, she's not a Virgo. Christy's not a Virgo. Yeah, no, that's the like really big problem here, is he can't like see himself ever being with someone for the rest of his life because he's addicted to sex. Yeah, I was really concerned when you stood by him in jail, because he'd already been mean to you and hurt you and did all these things that were not right. He meant to get you a birthday present, and like that never happened. And then he got in jail, and I was very surprised that you stood by him, because I knew he wasn't going to change. I knew if anything he was going to change for the worse. But I didn't hear from you the whole time he was in jail, because obviously that's the only place where he can behave himself. And what good is that? So he'll definitely get his, Christy. There's no doubt about that. Pretty much. And if that's what he's looking for, then that's gross. You know, you deserve so much better, Christy. You're very welcome, Christy. Thank you. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. You'll get through this, love. I really wish that you could ignore their social media, because I just don't think it's healthy. I really don't. No, it's not. I know they're watching your Facebook. If that's the case, make it private. Be the better person here, Christy. Just because, why are you doing what they're doing? Do the exact opposite. I would do the exact opposite of everything that they're doing right now. I first of all make my Facebook private so that they can't see me anymore, and I would stop looking at them. They don't deserve to be able to even look at you and know what you're doing. Like, it's simple as that. Take the high road. You don't want to do anything that they're doing. They're the prime example of everything one shouldn't do. You know, I know it's tempting. I understand, but it just even if they're not deliberately taunting you, they are, with their back and forth crap that you don't need to be privy to. At this point, let them both go to hell. They will. It's gonna happen. Yeah, no, they shouldn't be having. He already has a child on this planet. I feel so bad for that kid. I feel so bad for this kid that's coming into this planet. I really do. That's the like you are a victim here. You are the victim here, and so is that baby. That baby will never. I'm telling you, that baby's not gonna have a good life with parents like that. I truly, truly hope, just for the baby's sake, just for a child that didn't ask to be born's sake, but not looking good, not sounding good. I feel very, very bad for anyone who would be born into a situation like that. He is not the kind of person who you would ever have wanted a child with. And you've got plenty of fertile years ahead of you to find the right man for your child. So he says, Christy, but he pulls this stuff all the time, this back and forth. Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No. Yeah, you mentioned she was drinking like those big balls or big bubbles or whatever those things are called. Like those mixed drinks. Like, no. You're pregnant. She doesn't have respect for herself. She doesn't even have respect for her child. This is really bad. You dodged a bullet. You dodged a big bullet here. Oh, buzzball. Oh God, that's terrible. And she doesn't work, so she just basically sits around and like drinks. Right? That's wonderful. That's not good. It's not good. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm not here to judge anybody, but that's just not okay. That's deplorable. That is pretty sure I don't know if it's against the law, but Jesus, it's a bad one. Perfectly healthy kids have been born from worse circumstances. That is true. Perfectly healthy kids have been born from worse circumstances. There have definitely been kids whose parents, did hella drugs and drank and this, that, and the other, and they came out all right. Body is very resilient. Still not okay. Still not all right. But I think it's just best to look away from this train wreck, because it really is. Yeah, I kind of believe that, Shannon, that sometimes spirits find a way into this world no matter what, because every struggle is meant to be had. Um, and yeah, that's why it's just best for Christy to look away at this point, because it's no longer your business. It's no longer any matter of yours, and that is a blessing. That is such a blessing. Yeah, they're very, really broken, messed up people, Christy, and they're not on your level. They're just not on their level. Yeah. Beautiful things are meant to happen for you, Christy. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Shannon. Don't hold on to anyone who's going to mess with your journey. Yeah, I figured it was around that. I didn't know how much money it was. I figured it was somewhere around the pain zone, the 3 to 4K mark. I mean, any amount of money is painful, but that's what I figured. You deserve that. You deserve that. You're very welcome, Christy. Thank you, love. Okay, so we're at the hour and 58 mark. I'm going to do a last call for all donations, and I'm going to call it a night. Last call for all donations. Last call. Yes, Christy is on the right place, on the right path. Just to keep on looking forward and not look back. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Gassing me up. Thank you. Appreciate you. That was early in my journey, too. My tarot journey, for sure. Yeah. And I think I emailed you a while ago because you mentioned something last night. I didn't know if you wanted to be I think I emailed you about asking you if you wanted to be a mod like years ago. If you wanted to be a mod, no pressure. I would be more than happy to bestow you as a mod. If not, that's all good too. Last call for all donations. Last call. Thank you very, 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 very much. Last call. It's all good. It's all good, Shannon. No pressure. No pressure. No problem. Ay caramba, the 9 to 5. And oh, you start at 8. Are you on the West Coast? You're on the East Coast. Doing 9 to 5. It's a way to make a living. Peace of mind. It's all taking and no giving. I got into my first car accident doing my Dolly Parton impression to a friend of mine. It wasn't a bad car accident. It was like a bumper, little bumpy bumper thingy. But it was scary. Funny story to tell though. At least I was doing a Dolly Parton impression. All right. I want to. You blew your first red light singing Hakuna Matata. Work, girl, work. I love that. You know, I didn't even know that's real. My brother went to Kenya a couple of months ago for his birthday. He lives in Istanbul. He has some friends who live in Kenya, so we went, had a blast in Kenya. And he taught me some Swahili, and Hakuna Matata legit means no worries. Baba Lala is the only one I remember. It means good night. So I'm gonna bid y'all Baba Lala. And like all the like Simba means tiger. Pumbaa means warthog. Timon means meerkat. Like they just had a fun trip to Africa and used all the Swahili words. Do I listen to Chappelle Rowan? Never heard of that person. Singer? What have I been listening to a lot of lately? Lots of oldies. Had a lot of listening to a lot of like. I guess I shouldn't say because kind of sad songs, but I'll look her up. Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of techno, goth revisitations, a lot of hip hop revisitations. I don't know if you probably don't even know. Maybe you do know who Andre Nicotina is, but he's like a Bay legend. Um, and I still remember all the words to all of his songs. Yes, your girl can rap. 25 years later, I still remember. And I was watching one of his videos yesterday. Someone else left the same comment, like, how has it been like 25 years? I can't remember what I ate for cereal yesterday. Yet I remember all the words to this song. And they're not easy either. She has a trending song on TikTok, but she's like, Jen, whatever, Lady Gaga. Oh, well, how old? You're like my age, right? I'm 38. I'm old millennial. I'm like one of the first millennials. I had a real Tamagotchi. Gen Z is like, I call them well, Lady Gaga's my age. Oh, you're a baby. You're Gen Z. No, you're Gen Z. I thought you were my age. Okay, no, I'm like your older sister. Okay. No. Oh, you're 32. Okay. Well, Lady Gaga is my age. She's 38 as well. I know all this stuff. Old millennials. She came out, and I remember thinking, like, what am I doing with my life? She's like 20, and I'm like not doing anything. I call the Gen Z generation. I call them the Billie Eilish generation. I'll check her out. Deb is back. How are you, Deb? Do you have a question? I was just gonna. I mean, who doesn't love Billie? Who doesn't love Billie? She's got some great songs. I don't think I've ever heard a song. Some of her songs are a little too whispery. Some of them are just so good, though. She's so talented. She's so, like, can't argue her talent. Working 9 to 5. Chappelle Rowan. Write that down. Oh. If she has a song trending on TikTok, I've probably heard it. Not because I go on TikTok, but because those songs get recycled on like Instagram shorts and whatnot. Those classically trained artists just lurking now. What do you mean? Was Billie classically trained? I don't know if she was. I'm starting to wonder if a really great artist needs to be classically trained. I mean, some of the best haven't. I have an update. Guess who emailed me an hour ago? It wasn't the guy. It was the recruiter. What did they say? Oh, Nicole Sharon-Zigger. I thought she was like human trafficked. I thought she was like not human trafficked. That's horrible. What I meant to say was like manufactured. That's what I'm looking for. Where it's like from like babyhood, they're just like, oh, she's gonna be in a pop band, and so we're gonna put her in Star Search when she's like Britney Spears. Like we're gonna put her on Star Search. We're gonna do this. But she's okay. She can sing opera. Wow, some of my favorite drag queens sing opera. Monet Exchange is an opera singer. I don't know if you've seen. I have to say him because he sings it. He's like what is it? Bass or the low voice soprano. No, that's alto. I think it's low, beautiful, amazing. And then there's one drag queen in Paris called Diamanda Callas, and she did a performance of Hallelujah, and she just sang it. And I asked her, I was like, "Are you classically trained?" She's like, "Yeah, I was classically trained in opera." And then one of my other favorite Paris drag queens, she just taught herself point ballet like 2 years ago. I'm like, girl, have you been taking ballet since you were a kid? She's like, no, my family couldn't afford that. She's like, I just started watching YouTube videos like 3 years ago. I'm like, she got on the table, the bar table, and just started like twirling around in point ballet shoes. She invited me for an on-site interview after I already got the notification about the job closing. What did I tell you, girl? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Hello. Yeah. She kept her number. At least she kept her email. You know? Yes, Nicole from Pussycat Dolls is talented, but I've heard she's a horrible, horrible, horrible person. She's really, really mean. And she was always, like, all the other dolls all said they were, like, abused and stuff. So I think that's where I derived the whole, like, was she like a manufacturer? I'm not, and I know now I know she's not manufactured. She does have a really, really good voice, but it's still suspicious. You still think it's suspicious? I don't care, but also it's not a lie. I don't care. Bi awakening? What's going on? You're having a bi awakening for Nicole? That's all good. It's Pride Month. Maybe it's the time. I don't feel, that's the thing, Deb. I'm gonna keep it real with you, as I always do with everyone. I don't know if you noticed, but didn't I didn't phrase your question in the way that you put it. I didn't say why did she waste her time, because I wasn't sure if that was her intention. I think she's flustered as hell. I think she doesn't know what her head is doing from her butt. She's trying really hard. She does see a perfect candidate in you, and she's like, I can't let her go to waste. I'm very impressed that she like kept all your contact info and got into contact with you and made the communication. That's what's up. That I don't know. I myself am always suspicious of recruiters, so part of me is a little bit, but your situation, I'm not getting sus vibes. I don't know. If you come back and tell me that she, just ultimately did waste her time and was just trying to like data mine or something like that, then, oh, you work in HR? Interesting. I did not know that, my darling. So, because I'm trying to think, like, if she is being sus in some way, like, how would she be? Would it be, like, I guess, data mining? Like, trying to get your information? Why would she do that? Your availability? That's, unless she was a spy or something, that just, it seems practical. So, yeah, I just think she's very flustered, and this happens with me in my other job, too, where you're dealing with people and you think that they're either, like, I can't figure out if they're crazy or if they're being mean to me, if they dislike me, or if it's something I said, when really at the end of the day, most of us have got a lot on our plate, and if we're not super great at our jobs, then other people will suffer, and it's not an intentional thing. She can be building a pipeline, totally, of candidates, right? Isn't that what they do? That's what I did when I was a salesperson. You are pure HR. Yeah. No, there's people that I've had some really good HR representatives who really were in it for the right reason. And then I had one HR rep who really was in it because she liked her hour lunch and she liked the benefits, and that was it. She was one of those HRs. And why are their names always Linda? It's always Linda who works in HR. That's a joke from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. No, her name was Linda though. And she used to, her desk was right near mine, and she was always eating food. She was really skinny, and I don't care, you can eat food all the time, but it smelled really, really bad. Oh my God. And she seemed to be, she was a little older. I was very young. I was fresh out of college. I was like 22 or something. She looked like she was a few years away from her sweet, sweet, sweet retirement. Um, yeah, I don't know, maybe she was in it for the heart. I don't know. But then I had one HR rep who was super in it for the heart, and she was very spiritual, and she always called me Pretty Sophie whenever she saw me. She was so sweet. She was really nice. Um, Fun fact, the most beautiful word in any language is one's own name. If you ever, it's people always like to hear their name being acknowledged, especially when you work in service or especially if you work in customer service. That's for sure. HR has changed since I was at the forefront of the spiritual person of this channel. Please be yourself. Yes. Absolutely. I'm sure HR has changed a whole lot since I've been working the old 9 to 5s. So they're also the HR people that I deal with in my other job, and they're sweet. They're but they always get it wrong. But it's like not their fault. Like I can tell it's like just a really convoluted computer system. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I don't know what I want to do with myself. I don't really know. But thank you all so much for being here. And I will see you all again soon, probably tomorrow.